They can't help it, bro. Your haters. Your watchers. They can't help it. You see, they watch every single move you make. Every single thing. They see it. They witness it. Your haters. Your watchers. The moves you make on social media. The things you're doing in your everyday life that you might post. Because you're broadcasting your life, your lifestyle, certain things that you want to broadcast to the public. And you're always going to have these haters. Oh yeah. They're going to watch. And they're not going to like it, but they're going to watch. They couldn't help themselves if they tried. And the funny thing is when you see these people in person, they cannot even look at you in your eyes. They can't. They just act like everything's cool. They'll look anywhere but in your eyes. They'll look anywhere but just look at your eyes. And I mean anything. They are frustrated with you. They can't stand you because of the good life that you're living and creating. They can't stand you, but they still watch. And you know what? Some people that can't stand to see what you're doing, they will unfollow you because they can't stand you. You do something good. It's funny to me that you can just do something with your life the way you want to do it. You're not doing nothing to nobody else personally. And other people will unfollow you. Which is honestly what they should do if they just don't want to see what you have to do. Your success might make them feel bad. They might have a certain mindset that's keeping them limited to the things that you might be achieving, accomplishing, or doing. You might just be going higher than they are in life. And if they want to unfollow you or be petty, they can do that all they want. But there's always going to be those people who they low-key look up to you. They low-key want what you're achieving. They want what you got going on. They want that success. They want the notoriety. They want your popularity. It could be any of these things. They're going to continue to watch, all while despising what you're doing, instead of reaching out, instead of asking, how are you doing this? What can I do? This and that and that and this, whatever. They're just going to watch and be weird. Like I said, they can't even look at you in your eyes in public. You might see them somewhere, and they're just looking down, up, just anywhere but straight. Anywhere but straight. They'll just, yeah, yeah, and it's okay to look away. You don't have to just be like this every time you're talking to somebody. That'd just be creepy. That'd just be weird. But it's like they can't even look that way once and look away. If they do, it's like the fastest thing ever. Like, you know what I mean? It's just, they gotta be weird about everything, bro. And I say, do not trust these people. Don't. And they can present themselves like they're a very nice person right there. And they might be. But do not trust them. They could be talking mad shit behind your back. I say just don't trust them. They could have been polite the whole time. At least a little bit. But if they can't even really acknowledge you, they act weird. Don't trust them. You don't gotta hate them. You don't even gotta call them a hater. Just acknowledge the fact that you should not probably trust that person. And psychology says that as well. Unless, if you're a guy And it's a female that can't really look at you, because if she's attracted to you, a lot of females are gonna find it a hard time to look you in the eyes unless they don't care that you know. Because a lot of these women want to try to hide the fact that they're hella attracted to you. The ones that want to hide it, they'll have a hard time looking into your eyes. For the ones that don't care, and they're just their eyes just light up like a Christmas tree. They're looking you dead in your eyes, they're smiling, they're talking to you. They're telling you right there, they like you. Probably a lot. They find you hella attractive. So, not if it's a female. If you're a guy and she can't look at you, don't be like, oh, something's weird, she's a hater. No. Probably not. Women have a hard time hiding it. If a woman does not like you and they are a hater to you, because I've had female haters before, they're not going to even try to hide it. They're going to act snobby as hell. Some guys will do it too, but a lot of guys, your low-key haters that are just kind of jealous of you, they're going to try to hide it. Females that are actually pissed at you or hate on you or whatever, most of the time they're not going to try to hide it. They're going to act snobby, because you make them feel that way just by being around them. There's something about you that they just don't like. It could be your success. You could be better looking than them. You could have more money than them. It could be any little thing. I don't know. There's many different situations and scenarios that could be. So, but it is what it is. People just got to be weird about shit, not straight up. Which I don't get why things have to be that way. It doesn't have to be that way. But a lot of people gotta hide shit and be sneaky. I don't trust people like that. I don't trust people that they come around me and they talk bad about others or clown others behind their backs. I don't trust people like that either. What you're gonna notice is there's certain people you might hang out with. They always have something bad to say or something negative to say about another person that you might even be friends with and they're friends with. Friends, right? And it's like every single time you hang out with them, they have something bad to say. Don't trust those people, because I guarantee you they're saying something bad about you. I would almost guarantee it. This is just how people are, unfortunately, nowadays. I even have serious, like there's a few friends I would consider closer to family. They're so mature that I know for a fact it's not like that. And when we get together, we're not talking about others. We are vibing, we're in the zone. That's how this person is, that's how I am as well. You want friendships, connections, people like that in your life. You don't want people who's always talking bad about somebody else. You don't. They might be fun to hang with, they might be this, they might be that. There are some folks out there like that. I'll even admit myself. Some of these people can be fun to do certain things with, but they got that little negative side where they always do those things. And me personally, some of the best times I ever had in my life was by people that stabbed me in the back, which is crazy to say. But we had good times, but times also change. If you start to develop yourself as a person, if you start to grow, if you're doing good things in life, and they kind of not took that same route, and they kind of started to fail in life because they didn't want to work hard, that they weren't ambitious like you were, you start to grow apart, and then they can start to kind of shit on you behind your back, which is normal. So, but I just remember in the past, like some of these people that I used to be like this with, had some of the best times of my life with those people. But like I said, times change. We just have to be understanding of that. I'm understanding of that. I'm not bitter about anything that happened in the past. I just understand it, and I try to explain a lot of things to you guys on this channel about stuff like that, and many other topics as well, of course. But it's all about understanding. I get it, man. And you know, life is not necessarily easy. It's difficult. So, if you're going against the difficult, you choose to win in life. You're going to piss off a lot of people that just don't really care about winning as much as you do. It's just how it is. They're going to be pissed at you because you're doing things they're not capable of doing. Because they convince themselves in their minds that they're not capable or they don't want to. The fact that you are, the fact that you want to, makes them mad because you kind of show them up in a way. And you don't want it to be that way. It shouldn't be that way, but unfortunately, on their end, it is that way. So you will grow apart from people you might have had the best times of your life with. And times can change again. People can settle down more when they get older. You could reunite with these people, who knows? There's seasons to everything. So being an open-minded person, being forgiving, there's certain things, you know, it's going to be tough to forgive, but try to forgive, not forget, and just kind of move on with yourself. I just ain't a fan of the people that like to hide shit. I'm just not. They like to talk, but others behind their backs and say all these things when it's just you and them, but yet they still hang out with those same people, act cool with those same people. So what's going on behind the scenes whenever you're not in the group? They're definitely clowning you. They're doing the same things to you. You should not trust those people. That's why I personally don't have a lot of friends today, and I make that very clear in this channel. I just don't. I spend, if we're talking about from week to week to week, let's say Monday to Sunday, I spend most of that time doing my own stuff, alone, in silence. No one's around, just me. And I do get around people every single day as well, but majority of the time I do spend, it is by myself. It is doing my own thing. I do things by myself all the time, whether anybody else wants to come or do it with me or not. I do what I know I have to do and want to do. Exercising is one of them, all the time. Every single day, nearly every single day. A lot of people don't want to do that. So, you got to go off in your own path sometimes, and you're going to leave people in the dust. And it's just the way it is. A lot of people can't keep up. And it's these same people that want to turn their backs on you as well. Because in their reality, you're turning your back on them. But in actuality, you're not at all. They just hate the fact that you're winning. They can't just come to terms with it. They can't hang out with you anymore. You could hang out with them, but they can't hang out with you. They have to have that poor mentality. When you still have a positive mentality, you can still be a positive person around this individual. There's people I get along with that don't do much. But they even told me, you know what, man, my mom raised me to not like be a hater, to sum things up. Like, she raised me to not be jealous of what the next person has. She raised me to not do those types of things. And this guy, he does not have a whole lot. He's got some stuff, not a whole lot. And that's a rare thing. Because most people that don't have a lot, and let's say if you do have a lot, like a lot more than them, the chances are so very slim that you would get along with a person like that, because you're on such different wavelengths. They're going to feel your energy, your positivity, and they're going to like resent that. But if someone can actually be raised to not be like that, they can get around you and they'll be just fine. Maybe their circumstances kind of block them from achieving certain things. And there really is no excuses, but some people just can't pull the trigger sometimes in life. And it's just a very rare thing, man, for someone to be, you know, levels below you when it comes to life, when it comes to growth, when it comes to a lot of things, and still get along with them. It's a rare thing. So that's why I usually preach not to be friends with people that you're so much further ahead in life in. It's not that, oh, you're special and you're just so great. It's not that. It's the fact that you put in the work. You actually put in the work, bro. And a lot of people just didn't. It's tough to be friends with people like that. Because your energy, your positivity, your growth, how far along you are in life. You're closer to living in $1 million house. They're still living in a whatever. Like, it's things like this. It's things like this that some people just can't stand. Some people might be in school, they might be in serious debt. They're making little to no money. You got hella hundreds of thousands saved. You got $1 million saved. You got a whole lot of money saved, just for example. They're still in school, still broke, still in debt, still stressed because they're in school. You're probably not going to get along. You're probably not going to get along with a person like that. And I'm just using these things as an example. Let's say you had $1 million saved. Let's say you were really far ahead in life, no debt at all, completely just positive, like $1 million positive in your bank account, $1 million. These individuals are negative, let's say $50,000, $100,000, $250,000. They're negative that much money. They're still in school, still don't even got their job yet, still broke, still stressed. You're not going to bond with a person like that. So, and these are all just examples. But it's usually just how it goes. That's why you could have had friends in the past that you really get along with, but times change. I say it all the time. Times change. People change. People go one way, some go the other. It's just how it is. So, I hope this video could be helpful. And just understand that, you know, take these people with a grain of salt that want to kind of act weird around you and things like that. They're going to be watching you, so just keep doing your thing. Who cares, man? Who cares? I understand clearly when I keep doing my thing, as I do, these people begin to hate more and more and more. They hate me more and more and more, but I can't help that because I'm not living to please you. I'm not living to live my life to make you happy. I'm not doing that. Because I'm going to jump off a cliff in my own life to make you happy. That's the messed up thing with these people, bro. They would literally be happier if you were to jump off a cliff than to continue to do your thing in a positive manner and continue to become more successful, more everything. They would literally rather you jump off a cliff and seriously hurt yourself or die. Maybe not die, but they would rather you jump off a cliff so you could just not be capable anymore, not achieve the things you're going to achieve. They would love that, which is sick. That's why these people are sick. Just pay it no mind. Make them hate more and more and more. And I say make them hate more and more and more because it's what's going to happen if you continue on your path and purpose in life. And that's it.